Hello everybody and welcome back to some more action from the, I was about to say the League of Dracula. It's not the League of Dracula, what's it called? The Spring Regionals Competition. This is the European League, and I'm playing as Dracula today in a match against Renfield. And that's kind of topical because I just started, I say started the book, no, I started rereading the book, and the point where I left off from is where we met Renfield. That's quite, I didn't realize Renfield was a character in the book, but that is pretty cool. So yeah, we're playing this match early, but that's okay. So I haven't had a lot of time to plan for this. Oh, interesting. Quincy setup. Okay then. Right, I'm trying to think because I've got two matches today, both as Dracula and both against players who are pretty new to the community. Again, I don't want to Sorry, I've got my tea. Let me move my tea out of the way for a second. I don't want to underestimate their abilities at all, and I definitely won't. But I'm wondering if I might be able to put them under pressure by getting an early mature. It is going to wipe the trail, but I think if I can get an early rumor token mature, it might actually, it might freak them out a bit. So I'm trying to work out where I'm going to start. I might actually go and start in Athens, because I've done quite a lot of matches where I've started here, but not in Athens. So I might give it a go. And snake my way this, and then when they move forward to deal with the vampire, I jump past them. Yeah, so let's start in Valona. Now this is where I don't get a vampire or a lot of like... what I really want to make this work is a vampire and then lots of dud encounters. If I do not have that, I've got a reckless... not a lot of dud stuff. Okay, right, my plans change. I'm going to do... irritant Eastern Dracula strategy, where I just bring all the hunters to the east and then escape past them. We have a surprising return and a rifle. Okay then. Get that written down in the wee book. Right. I don't want to put down a reckless... I mean, typical now I'm going to get dud encounters once I put it down, but I'd only do this... Because the problem is, when a vampire matures, yeah, you get 7 points, but then everything after it gets wiped. The other option I could have is if I put down a vampire in Athens, and then I put, like, fog to trap him. Or do I put down a hoax? I really want a hoax mature would be pretty awesome. I could do hoax, bodyguards, and then a vampire? Yeah, let's put down a hoax, because Athens often isn't checked these days, just because of the other extremity locations I've highlighted. Yeah, let's put down a hoax. Fuck. I mean, I could put down the saboteur to get it to mature. I mean, that is a possibility. That is something I could do. I could do the high trick. I don't often do high trick, though. Is it worth it? I'd rather have it for a, oh crap. Okay, I could get found out here really quickly. He might just pick Valona. Where are you going? With your scouts. Fuck. Okay. Well, that's kind of fucked things over, but okay, never mind. Okay, so plan... Good job. Okay, so annoying that I've been found so early, but honestly, it doesn't really bother me. I'm going to now play Irritant Dracula. I'm not going to get these things to mature, so I'm going to be the biggest pain in the ass for the hunters. I'm going to put so much stuff here and try and stay in this location for as long as possible. The problem is, because of the way I'm going, I'm going to have to come back this way eventually, which isn't great. But they're still going to have to commit over here. That's the thing. They're going to have to commit over. I might be able to wolf form past. But yeah, I'm going to be Irritant Dracula. I'm not going to try and get things to mature, because I don't think that's going to work now. So that's a shame, but that is a risk. When you take strategies like that, it is a risk. I could have gone to Valona. So yeah, I mean, now in retrospect, I wish I'd gone to Galatz, but oh well. It is what it is. You can't plan these things, so... This is now going to be interesting. If I can win this game after being discovered so early, then that's going to be pretty cool. I've won all my games so far. If you see this game, I'm going to upload this with the other 3 games, or the other 2 games I've got this weekend. So I won't try and spoil any results, but you know, never know if it's a very tight victory or whatever, I might end up spoiling results anyway. So I'm currently 3-0. Before all the matches you've seen in the previous weeks, I'm 3-0 in the competition, so that's a good start. If I can get through this entire weekend of 3 matches and win all 3, I'm in a really good spot. So then next week I've got Spencer Wolfhart, who is currently, as the time of recording, is unbeaten. Maybe has played a match and has lost since, but sorry, as far as I'm aware, Spencer's won all the games. So I've got to try and keep pace with that. And also Mr. Green's won all of his games bar 1, so let's see what I can do to Renfield here. But now Renfield knows where I am. He might sack off these encounters and try to just kill me, which is very risky. So I'm gonna misdirect. There's no point putting down a Saboteur now. Not here anyway. So let's misdirect Valona. And I'll put down, I think I might put down, do I put the Saboteur here? Maybe. Or I put maybe like Desecrated Soil. Oh, Desecrated Soil actually. Ah, yeah, I like that. Because there's a good chance it'll mature. Because it's quite far up the trail. It'll be one of the first things that matures. And if I finally get that Heavenly Host early, that's pretty good. So yeah, let's put down a Desecrated Soil. Yep, that's good. And if they get a stake and they use it on the hoax, that's good for me. If the hoax matures, that's good for me. If they get delayed in Athens because of the hoax, that's good for me too. Pretty much every situation is good for me, depending on what they do. The only thing that could go really badly is if they decide to ignore the hoax and kill me, then that's a potential problem. But anyway, what have they got rid of? Dogs, that's not unusual. Paused? Nope, it's not paused. Okay, this is going to be interesting. Let's see now, because they're going to stay put like this for a while, so I can't go into Austria-Hungary. So I'm going to have to skirt. I'm going to go to Salonika. I might throw in the vampire or the bodyguards into Salonika. I'm not quite sure which yet. I think what I'm going to try and do is do my normal strategy of. Now I'm not going to do. I'm actually really happy that I didn't do Rumour Token. The fact that I got flipped that early. Really happy about that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to save all my Rumour Tokens for mid-game and throw them all down in a line and really make him think about what he's doing. But let's hopefully I'm not dead by then. Okay, assuming nothing unusual. All right, that's fine. Yeah, okay, this is going to be interesting. I haven't played much against Renfield. I've played once where he was Drac, I think, and then I played another match where I was Dracula and Renfield was teamed up, I think, with Spencer. That's it. I know very little about Renfield, so this is going to be very interesting. Hopefully, if I can make the game as bloody as possible... Not for me, but if I can just throw down loads of vampires and shit and just really just force them into loads of combats, that would be cool. The really good thing about this is because I've been discovered so early, some Hunter players get a little bit... If you're waiting on newspaper reports to trigger, the Hunters have learned that you just stay put and supply. When Hunters discover Dracula really early, there is a little bit of a temptation, and that's why I didn't hide, and we got wax cylinders now. There's a bit of a temptation to go, oh, we know where he is, let's go and get him, and they often are undersupplied. So hopefully I can use that to my advantage. As long as I keep moving, they're not going to be able to supply enough. That's what I'm hoping is going to happen, but we'll see. At the moment... Yep, pretty normal stuff. They've got a lot of Hunter events on top, and a lot of them are keep, and that's not great for me, but it is what it is. I can't really complain too much. Okay, right, just doing normal stuff. Right, I'm going to go to Salonika. Now that's a little bit risky because if I go to Salonika, it means then I can never leave from the Ionian. I'm going to have to leave by Black Sea. So maybe is it better that I go to Sophia And if I get trapped, I can wolf form back to 46 if I'm really desperate. I think when it's like that, I think I'm going to do this. Yeah. I think so. Yeah, I like that. Let's put down bodyguards. I do like a body. Oh, double mob. Okay. Alright then. That's fine. I might even move towards them. I might move to Belgrade and then go to Bucharest. We'll see, we'll see, we'll see. I could go to 56, 17. I can keep them on the coast and I can then try and draw them and move this way. We'll see. I'm kind of, you know, I'm keeping it flexible. I would love to move to Salonika here because Salonika is like a little bit off, you know, I know it's on the rail line, but it's still a bit annoying to get to it. But I want to leave that port open just in case things turn to shit and I have to escape quickly to Ionian. I can use it and throw down fog. And the good thing is, there's a few locations I can do it from. I can wolf from Varna to there, I can wolf from Bucharest to there, I can wolf from Sarajevo or Belgrade. So I've got a few options, depending on how I move. I could try to maybe feign wolf forming inland, and then I wolf form towards Salonika, and then they spend loads of time going backwards. That could be cool. I don't know how much time it'd honestly buy me, but if it means that something matures, then maybe it could be worth it. Depends on how quickly Seward and Van Helsing are going to move. I mean, Van Helsing's already moving. And he's got newspaper. Bloody hell. Oh well, okay, it is what it is. He kind of knew my location anyway, so it's not, you know, the newspapers aren't that valuable. If they don't have horses, they can't get there in time. Well, let's say a sense of emergency, you can't get here in time, so it's kind of good. I'm kind of forcing them to use horses. But if they don't have horses, they've got a bit of a problem. Yeah, so like newspapers there aren't that valuable. So you got wax cylinders and newspaper and hide scouts to find me. So good job I didn't do hide tricks. I was contemplating it. I'm actually really happy I didn't do that now. So let's, yeah, I might go to Belgrade here. I kind of like that idea. And then I can see how they're moving, and I can either move towards Black Sea, or I can try and get past them before, because Van Helsing's going to take a while to be able to block this. Unless you use a chartered carriage. Go 1, 2, 3. You can get there in 2 turns. 1, 3, 4, 1. Yeah, they're going to take 2 turns to get here, even with a chartered carriage. So I might be able to sneak past. I'm going to move to Belgrade here. And I'll throw down a mob. Using aggressive encounters close to the Huns is good, because they might trip into them, get hurt, and then they're going to have to keep moving into me while they're hurt, which is kind of what I want. And then you've no idea what this stuff is. Okay, there's no vampire, but it could be really bad. Since Gadami has the most health, it's not as critical. But still. If they're having to pick at night between searching and healing, then that's really good for me. You want them to be not, you know, when hunters have a clear decision to make, and it's really obvious, then that's not what you want as Dracula. Okay, well, I'm never gonna hide. The fact you've got it, I'm never hiding again, unless you deduce. So that's fine. You can just keep showing that all night long. I really couldn't care. Oh. No rifle anymore. Your surprising return. Okay. So, what I'm going to quickly do here, I'm going to put rifle into Godalming, but I'm going to put rifle question mark for Mina, because she could still have it, depending on how they did the trade. It's possible. It is possible that she still has it. Can he get to me? No, he can't get to me today. So let's throw down Marlborough Saboteur. Maybe a mob, and I put a Saboteur in Bucharest, maybe. Ooh. Also, because if Kufis are from Belgrade, I can go up to 28. And I'm sneaking past them as they come towards me. If they don't split up, I can sneak past them. So this is actually pretty cool. I've given myself some options here. I could wolf form immediately. I could wait. There's some really nice things I can do here. Again, from 28, I could wolf form to the Black Sea coast, and I could potentially misdirect Klausenburg. and then they're going to be scrambling to come back here. Wolf forming from 11 would be better, because they've got to check. There's not many places to go, that's the problem. I'd really like to try to get to like 59, and then wolf form backwards, and then misdirect Zagreb, and then they're worried I'm all around here when I'm not. But then they might have hypnosis, so that might fall that plan. You're going to have to move, you're going to have to deal with Athens eventually. I haven't got any delay encounter here, it's a bit of a shame, but it is what it is. I don't expect the host to mature. I'm doing it to... If it matures, then great. But then also it drags them over. If they burn a stake, great. If they don't burn a stake, they're delayed. That's also good for me. Anything else in here? No, pretty normal stuff. Alright. No real surprise there. That's fine. And then he might jump past me to go to Sophia, which means I can go to 28. That's cool. I might put a vampire in Klausenberg. That sounds pretty fun. I might put a new vampire though, because that's going to be a pain in the ass to kill. Absolute ball like to kill. Unless they have a stake. If they have a stake, then fair enough. But the fact they're not supplying much. And also then, if they've got stakes, that means that there's one less weapon, or one fewer weapon for me to worry about. So, you know, everything's kind of, it works for me either way. Okay, that's not a surprise, okay. Alright. Might do a Psychic Scan, might move me into here in Psychic Scan, and find I'm here, but then, you know, there's a few then... Ooh, okay, that means then potentially fast horses are not a thing. Question is, do I go to Bucharest? Do I go to 49? I could move to 49 here. That would be cool. Do I go to 28? Ooh. Intriguing. Yeah, quite a few options here. Do I go to 28 or do I go to 49? Or do I go backtrack to 10? That's the question. So he knows I'm 3 away from Athens. I could be in 59. Now the thing is that if she Psychic Scans, it means she doesn't have tickets, which means she can't move very far. Unless she's got another yellow 2. Go on. I think I'm going to go to 49 because I'm off the rail line. I can then move to 59, or I can even go to 49 and backtrack to Salonika. That's pretty nice. The problem is then, the issue is once I get to Salonika, what am I going to do then? I would hide, but there's wax cylinders, so that's not going to work. I think my best option is to try and wolf form west. And I try and split up the hunters. But I don't know what I'm walking into here. That's the problem. I can't go aggressive on Mina because she has a holy circle. So there's a lot of things here about this I don't like. I might go to 59, then pretend I wolf form this direction, but I actually wolf form back to 28. And then I go 22. There is a risk they might still catch me with a Psychic Scan. Okay, kind of knew that already. If I go, let me think. If I go to Sarajevo, is that a problem? 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope, that's fine. No, let's go to Sarajevo. I don't think you expect me to be going to Sarajevo now. That's the thing. Do I throw down a Reckless or do I throw down a new Vampire? Ooh. I think I throw down a new one. No rumor tokens yet. I want to save them. He doesn't know if I'm moving this way, am I moving this way? I mean, this is a likely spot, but I don't think they got horses. If they don't have horses, then that works for me. I could get pounced on here by 2. But then it means... The economy is going to have to be good for me to get to me. Athens then is more likely to... I mean, they've still got to deal with Athens, that's the thing. Or maybe he's just letting Athens mature, because there's no rumour tokens. Maybe he's just letting it mature, and he deals with everything else. Oh, off he goes. Right, nope. You can search that on your own, son. If I can get to 59 in Warform, that's amazing. Just thinking about it, Seward's probably going to move to Milan. I move to Sarajevo. Then it all depends on where Seward goes, which is kind of scary. Seward might... Oh! They might just get a hide scouts which foils everything, and then I'll work out what I do from there. Nope. A lot of events they're holding on to, that's kind of scary. Yeah, I've got to watch myself. It looks like they got a lot of decent events being held. They could all be like blood transfusions, but I've got to assume they're good. If he lets me get past, then that's really good for me. I could even try to get to like 58 and then wolf form, because then you don't know if I've gone up into northern Germany this way or gone down this way. I think the fact they're staying put here to trade, I'm going to 59. I could wolf form to Venice. Ah, Venice on the rail line. If they're on the rail line, that's... The thing is, they're not going to have to come off the rail line to deal with 55 and 3. That's the reason why I like this. It looks like they don't have horses. And that works really nicely for me. Right, what are you going to do with Mina? He might move to 59 to block this location, which would not be a bad move, but then how are you going to get to Athens in time? If need be, I'll wolf form from 49. I can go to like 53 or 28. Problem is, Mina, the fact she's got a Holy Circle, she's basically untouchable. I can't do anything. Unless Renfield's extremely aggressive, I'm not going to get 2 chances to try and kill her, so that's highly unlikely. Assuming this is a tough choice, because you have to deal with these encounters, but at the same time, you don't want me to be getting too far away from you. Do you want to jump onto me in Zagreb? I think you'd probably move there anyway because of the Holy Circle. That's something I didn't contemplate. But I could just wolf form to 28 or 53 now. Oh no, she's moving. Oh no, wait, what? Oh, she got a ticket in the day. Oh, well that works for me. I mean, if he discovers, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into 59. I'm going to throw down a dud encounter. I'm going to throw down like a saboteur. Because then if I end up going into combat with her and I escape as bat, highly unlikely because of the Holy Circle. It means I can just get out of it. Oh no, yes, true. Escape as bat's highly unlikely. So I probably don't want to put that down. I probably want to put down something else. Maybe like a wolves to try and get information about what weaponry she has. Yeah, I think wolves would give me more information. Someone's going to have to go and check it eventually, which means I will get info. Which is... Wait, what? He didn't check Sophia? How are you going to get... Are you got a sense of emergency to get to Athens? I guess so. Huh. Now if I wolf form from 59, where do I go? 41 maybe? I make my way along, because then if Van Helsing and Seward go down this way, I go along the north and I sort of skip by them. I don't want to go from 41 to 60 because there's a big chance that they'll bumble into me. So I guess I want to go 41-21. I don't know. Playing it by ear. That's all you can do. I haven't seen any prompts at the beginning either, which I think means they haven't got any renewed vigors yet. The good thing is without horses, their movement is a lot more restricted. Sorry, tired. Interesting. See, I'm not going to get much benefit from this desecrated soil, sadly. Question is, do I mature it? Don't know. I don't know. I guess I could go to 59, wolf form to Venice, and then I go to the Adriatic, and then land in Bari, and I can get the health back. Ah, but that's so obvious where I am, though. That's so obvious where I am. 41, 21, 41, 30. Yeah, I think I'm going to go into northern Germany here. I kind of like that. It's far away from them. I know I'm then moving into territory where they've got good rail connections, but I might be able to sneak by them. The other option is I just hold my wolf form. I wait for them to get one space away from me, and then I wolf form past, and then they're potentially fucked. I don't want to, like, prematurely wolf form. It all depends. Also, I can't misdirect yet, so that's something else I've got to think about. Until next turn. Ooh. Oh, interesting. Double tickets. Right, let's throw down wolves here. I know I'm moving right beside her, but I'll get info of what she has, which is pretty critical. Do I throw down a rumour token? I don't think so, not right now anyway. I mean, I could get jumped on by 2 hunters again here, but then it means that this is definitely going to mature. If the Desecrated Soul matures, then that means if I've had a bad combat, I'll get health back. Oh, they do have a prompt. Not newspaper because I thought you would trigger it. We know where it is, though. That's the thing. Ah! Okay, then. Well, good job I did not put a vampire here, then. But that's good for me, because it means that they're using a very powerful movement card for just a hoax. And honestly, yeah, I'd love a hoax mature, but I'd rather have him stuck all the way down here. And they don't have that movement card for later. So that works for me. That works for me. That's the thing with this game. Especially, I've kind of realized this is Dracula. If nothing matures, that's right. But if you can really hurt the hunters, them having to, forcing them to go and get stuff. If need be, I could put, if he uses a stake, I will just instantly rumour token this vampire in Sarajevo. Because they're going to be stuck for ages trying to deal with it. Okay. That works for me, because it means I can go to Munich. And I can wolf form from Munich. Oh, and I can get as far as Marseille. Oh, they are fucked if I do that, I think. It's such an obvious wolf form to go, but I mean, if they're going to commit all the way over here, it's too easy. Van Helsing might bumble into me, though, because if he goes to Milan, I want him to go along the top. I don't expect him to. I'm expecting he's going to go to Milan. And then he might walk into Munich. And that's a little bit scary. That's a smidge scary. I don't know what that sound was. It all depends on what Van Helsing has. Van Helsing might be well tooled up, maybe not. What can I put in Munich? I'd probably throw down a mob. So I can hit Van Helsing and maybe kill him. Or I can escape as Bat from Munich. And then I could go as far as Marseille. And I could wolf form from Marseille. And they have no idea where I am. They wouldn't have a clue where I am. And they're trapped all over here. I could wolf form as far. I could wolf form to like Barcelona and then do all stuff all along this coast. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go there anyway. Like, let's see. Oh, you're going along the north route. Oh, yeah, I am. Yeah, I am absolutely going to Munich here. I am not wolf forming yet. He might actually. He might move with a 3-2 to Munich, but I don't care. Well, unless, do I wolf form now? If I wolf form now, I can get to Milan, and they'll never get to me. Maybe I do wolf form now. Oh, I could wolf form and even potentially put down a... I could misdirect then... Oh no, I can't misdirect the thing I have wolf form to. Ah, that doesn't work. What's the betting? That Sword's going to move to here? Oh, I can imagine if both of them jump onto me with a 3-2. Ooh, that's a little bit scary. Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to wolf form now. Fuck it, I'm going to wolf form now. Where do I wolf form to? I think I wolf form to Milan. That's the safest place for me to go right now. So they can't get to me. 1, 2, 3, 4. No. And then I can move back down to Marseille. I can go down the boot. Oh, he doesn't have a stake. Fantastic. Oh, wait, can I... Oh, yeah, I'm going to put a rumour token on this new vampire. Yeah, fuck it. I'm going to put down a rumour token. I'm going to put dud encounters. Yeah, I'm going to wolf onto Milan. I'm going to punish him for this move. And it means I'm going to have to come back around this way, but that means I could just go down the boot then. As long as I don't get caught in Florence with a consecrated ground, I'm safe. Ooh. That's why you got to cover the south side. So it means this is going to mature. Ah, true. Yeah, that's actually not a good desecrated soil. So I didn't get any value out of that. I guess I could just lair it. And if... Oh, wait. I could lair it, because Gadami's going to walk back over it to get out. What could I lair it with? I'd love to lair it with bats or something. Oh, can you imagine if I put bats in here and I push him back into Athens? Oh, that would be pretty funny. Oh, I like that. Yeah, I like it a lot. Yeah, I think I might do that. Oh, I could put a reckless in Athens. Oh, but then I wouldn't know that. Yeah, that's a problem. If I move now and I get bats, I will put a reckless in Athens, and I'll put the bats in Valona. So when he walks into it, I'll push him backwards into the reckless, and I'll be able to ambush him. And I highly doubt I'll be able to kill him. But so let's wolf form. I'm going to now punish him for that move. And go to Milan. I know they might find me eventually, but this is going to cause them to panic a little bit. What do I put? I think I'm going to put a saboteur. Yeah, let's put a dud encounter. Oh, fuck. Oh, that's not good. Oh, shit. Yes. Let's put the mob in here. Damn. Yeah, I'm gonna put a rumour token. I'm just gonna force the issue here, and I'll get wolf form back if it matures. Mina might get to it. Mina might honestly get to Saruventine, but then again, she's coming down here instead of dealing with me. And now it's the second week, so I've got a rumour token ready to go. So if I wanted to, I could move 2 turns. I could move to say Toulouse, and I could throw down something in Marseille. I don't know what I'd throw down in Marseille. I might even throw down fog in Marseille, because they're very likely to move on it because of the rail, and I can fog them. And I can go to Toulouse and do stuff around here. Yeah, I might actually do that. They might rail here immediately. They might twig what's going on. Again, it's kind of the thing. If I can make him a bit indecisive, then that's good for me. Yeah, shame about this. Yeah, that's a shame. It is what it is. I'll lair it because I might go back to it later. There's no point in me doing it for 1 health. Because Gadami's probably gonna have to walk over it. What am I gonna throw in there though? That's the question. I'll have to move to Marseille and then see what's next, I think. Yeah, they're so undersupplied. They've got a lot of events, which I've held on to, but in terms of items, they're really undersupplied, which it works for me a lot. And you can tell, like, you know... oh, sorry, that's my fucking Discord. Let me turn that shit off. What are they saying? Apologies, people. I will turn off Discord so you don't get all those pings. I'm not saying that Renfield's playing slowly. I realize this is like I've made him think about a lot of things, but the fact he's taking so much time to think about this move makes him, I think, might be panicking a bit. Maybe I'm wrong. When you're hunters, you need decisive action. I mean, this wolf form's not hard to find. All it takes is Mina just to walk to 59, and she's got me. But from 59, there are quite a lot of places to check, and I'm moving west. I'm moving away from these two. They're on good rail connections, which means they're not that far away from me. Oh, you do have horses. Oh, and there's good economy. Aha, okay. Right then. That changes things slightly. Which is why you didn't rail there. Okay. But that's also good for me, because it means then if I move to Marseille, I'm safe to move to Marseille. The thing is, like... Is there any point misdirecting Sarajevo or Zagreb? Honestly, not really. There's not a huge benefit. Because if he finds that I was in Sarajevo, like, where else would I have wolf formed to? Belgrade and Sofia and Valona are all on the trail. So he knows then the wolf form location is 59. You know what I mean? There's no real advantage. Misdirecting Marseille, though, is a possibility. I can maybe, now the fact they've moved like this, maybe I throw down a Saboteur into Marseille, and then move to Toulouse and put down a Hoax, and then I misdirect Marseille. It all depends on how quickly these move from here. I think I will throw down... I don't need the Fog now in Marseille, so let's throw down the Saboteur. And if they move really slowly this way, I can misdirect it. I really don't know how much time that's actually going to delay him, but still. It still then means he doesn't know if I gone down into the boot. Because I could have gone 25, misdirected 25. It all depends. They could just rail to 25 instantly, and then there's no point in me misdirecting. So maybe I still don't have Fog. Maybe a Frog. I'll throw down a Frog. No, that's Talisman, and they're called Toads. Hopefully Pizza Wizard like that reference. Maybe I do throw down the Fog in Marseille. And if I could trap 2 hunters, that would be pretty nice. Yeah. Now I know they've got extra movement, that's a little bit scary, but we'll see. What am I going to fit in? Yeah, I've got to fit in. What am I going to fit in a 55? Or maybe just fit down an aristocratic into Marseille. Get him to burn a stake. Yeah. Well, I shouldn't be seeing that. Saboteur in here is pretty bad, just because of the fact that you'd only lose a night action, which isn't... No, you can... No, no. You can stop that. Nope, I am not hiding under any circumstance. Until you deduce, I am not hiding. Unless it benefits me. And in this situation, I don't need to hide. 1, 2... I mean, they could try to carriage onto Marseille. I think I'm still tempted to throw down Fog for that reason. I think Fog in Marseille is still going to be a beneficial card to put down, regardless of how quickly they move. Well, I can't remember what the quote is. I could change. I'm going to try and change the quote. I'm born to do 2 things: drink tea and kill hunters, and I'm out of tea. Fortunately, he's going to get away with this one. But then this is going to mature as well. Sophia's still going to mature. And if I get a bodyguard's mature, that's nice. And a mob mature could be nice, especially the way they're situated right now. We got a vampire. Okay, the vampire's 1 space beside Mina. She might have a stake. She might honestly have a stake. But then there's more vampires behind them to deal with. And if they're constantly moving to get me and not supplying, then that's just good for me. They're going to run out of supplies eventually. So, yeah, I'm okay with this. I can't remember how many items are there in the deck. Is it 38 or 20? It has to be 38. They're not even halfway through the item deck. Which is really, 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 really good. This game could, you know, I don't know if there's an American expression, I'll use it in British, it go tits up. That it goes to shit. This game could go to shit very quickly if I'm not careful. Because, you know, all it can take is like one chartered carriage and a sense of emergency, and they're on me on Marseille. They could have forewarned. So I do have to be really respectful of that. But I'm hedging my bets. That maximum only one of them can get to me. And if I fog him, I won't feed there. Normally with fog, I feed, but I don't have to here because I've got like no health problems. I'll just instantly leave. And then he's trapped there, and then I'm then 2 spaces away. I could try to trick him by going to Nantes rather than going down into Spain. And then I go along the north coast or things. There's loads of options here. If this vampire matures, that'd be really, really cool. But also then too, like, imagine if it's Sud or Van Helsing has a stake. They come down to deal with it. Yeah, they're dealing with it, but then they're not dealing with me. That's the thing. That the encounters are there to really hurt the hunters as much as possible. And it's all about that. Like in our community, the chances of you winning in now, I wish I had put a vampire here because Godalming does not have a stake. So I've given them time to group up here. Oh man, he gave me the slip. I am not going to say anything because that could be, you know, give away information. I will just stay quiet. My lips are sealed. Yeah. Now in retrospect, I wish I had gone here, because now this can be interesting. What she has. You have no weapons. Well, that's actually really good for me, because it means then the chance of her stepping on this vampire... I mean, she's got a Holy Circle, that's the problem. Let's throw down a Fog. I think that... Fog or Aristocratic? Ooh... Fog. Fuck it. Promote to a layer. Let's say... Yes. Bollocks. I could do something really sneaky where I go back to Valona later. Oh wait, it wasn't revealed. Ooh. There's a chance. Oh no, he's gonna walk on it with Godalming. Let's be honest. I can't put a Reckless there. He's gonna walk into it. Do I really throw down a Reckless Vampire into Valona? He's going to discover it. If I go back there later, that's 3 encounters to deal with. Oh, that feels terrible. Then Saboteur is shite. I would let me know though if he has a pistol or a rifle. Which isn't a bad thing to know. Yeah, let's throw down the Saboteur. I'm going to be less adventurous this game. I think I can bully him by putting lots of vampires on the trail. I think that's going to really help me. Right, what do you have? What is this? Sophia's going to mature. There's a chance that Belgrade matures as well. And with Mina taking so much damage from the mob... She might deal with the vampire, but that's all she'll be able to deal with. Then if this matures, oof, that is going to be nasty. It could be Long Night as well. It's only 1 prompt encounter, or prompt event, so it could well be Long Night. Which would be great for me if it was. If Godalming walks in, I'll just ambush to try and get through my encounter deck quicker. Oh, no, you're supplying. Alright then, Chief. That's fine. And there's a Dracula event on top, so that works for me. And the fact you're taking time to think about it means you've probably ended up with loads of good stuff, and that's good for me. I gotta keep track of like Heavenly Host and Knife discards. Oh, no, another pistol. Oh, if you discarded pistol, then that's good for me, good for the Saboteur. It means the Saboteur will stay there. Alright. Hey! Good. If they are really struggling to find me, I might just misdirect the fog. I know it sounds really bad that I'm misdirecting fog, but it could really slow them down. I'm going to go into Spain. And I'm just going to leave an absolute, just massive trail of stuff. And then just promptly, as soon as they come in, I just leave. Then I've got a massive trail to deal with. And potentially a rumor token. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're having to check out these wolf form locations, right? But the longer and longer this goes on, the better for me. Now, the question is, does Mina have a stake? No, she would have used stake. Oh, but there's a rumor token next to it. Oh, well, that's pretty good. Right, he might find me now, but honestly, like, I've got distance, so. Ooh. Okay, those are important places to check. I need to check Zurich though, not Strasbourg. But okay. If this matures, the downside, I didn't think about this. If this matures, then it means the fog is white. So maybe in retrospect I shouldn't have put fog here, but then imagine if they had found me quicker. Or if she does stake this, she has to have a stake, right? Stake and a heavily. Oh. Does that mean Godalming has picked up a what's it called? A stake to deal with this? Maybe. He's gonna have to move it tomorrow. Otherwise he's not gonna get there in time. Unless he picked up a horse, maybe. Okay. I'm gonna get a bodyguard's mature. That's pretty nice. Why is it? Oh, yeah, it's revealed for me, but not for him. That's right. That's right. Yeah. So I'm definitely gonna mature the bodyguards because bodyguards mature is pretty good. Shame about the mob. If the mob matures, it's only gonna hit Van Helsing right now, which isn't really good for me. They've all moved out. Yeah, these matures gonna be a lot better. I wish I put Hoax now in Sophia. Damn. Oh well. Never mind. Bodyguard's mature is better than nothing. Mina's gonna be able to heal double, so that wolves hit wasn't as brutal as it could have been. The cool thing is because where they are, Munich is not easily. You're gonna have to move a couple of turns to actually get into sort of ticket range to get into Spain. So I've got a couple of turns to kind of do what I want, which is nice. Right, that now makes me think she's got a weapon. Because she got hit by wolves, and you're trying to do this so then she gets a weapon for next time. Oh, why is my computer running slowly? Is it because I'm not plugged in? No, I am plugged in. Oh, that was weird. That was weird. Just make sure I don't misclick. I need the bodyguard mature. Sorry too, I do appreciate that when you see me on the camera, I move around a lot. It's partly because of stress of playing the game, but also because I fidget anyway. But also because this chair isn't the most, like, you know, I'm not in a proper gaming chair. It only goes like halfway up my back, so I do get a bit uncomfortable. So I'm having to like move around a bit just so my back doesn't, you know, doesn't get annoyed with me. Right. Yeah, I think. Ooh, a trait. Is that a hypnosis? Maybe. That could well be a hypnosis. So I'm going to have to be prepared to be found. But still, they got a lot of stuff to deal with. If they go into the fog, I'll just let it do it at night, so they're trapped there even longer. I'll stay off the med coast so they can't excellent weather into me. I said this game could turn into shit really quickly if I go to sea and I land and then they consecrate ground me. So I do have to be really, really respectful of that. Okay, that's... Oh, if there's a hypnosis, they didn't play it, right? Let's play... Let's just... I know this is like... This is super obvious. I'm going to Toulouse, but I don't care. I really, really, really don't care. Do I put down a rumour token? No, I've got a couple more turns before I think about it. It all depends on what this does. I might actually do it to try and then make them really panic a little bit. Promote Sophia bodyguards to a lair. No, I want the mature. I want the mature, please. Right, Belgrade might have to be put into a lair as well, which isn't ideal. Who is doing with this? Someone must have picked up a stake. It has to be Godalming. Oh no, he's got horses. Yay! That's the stuff. Right, okay, so at least I know you have that. You had a rifle at one point. How did I know that? Oh yeah, because of Mina. Right, let's ambush you with all of this stuff. And it means he can't improve ticket economy at night. So this is awesome. I might keep everything. I can throw the rats into Belgrade. Oh, I could hit Van Helsing with it. You know what? I'm gonna keep this like this. Oh, I want to get my fog back though. No, I want to throw down as much stuff as I can. I'm not in a huge rush. Let's just do this. No heavenly host. Okay then. And you become delayed, and that means you can't do tickets at night, which is really good for me. Oh, he still has the rifle. Okay, so he might have a stake, and that means my vampire's dead. But you know, is what it is. Shame it wasn't a bat. If this was bats, that would have been brutal, because this would have definitely matured. It looks like its economy is not great, which is good for me. I don't want to be rude, but it's a tournament game, so I don't feel like I'm obligated. I don't know that was possible. Since it is a tournament match, I don't feel I can answer that. Yeah, sorry. You're in the competitive realm with me. I am not in any way going to give you help. Sorry, Renfield. Oh! Right, that screams to me that you have a stake. So the question is, do I ambush? Yeah, I think we ambush to try and get some damage down onto him. Sure. Yep, afterwards we can talk, but right now I want to win. Nope. Nope, no bug. It is working in completely as intended. Yep, so you've got horses, 2 combat items. Could potentially have a... Oh god, that is not a very good selection of things. Right, let's just fang you then. Oh dear, I'm not going to get 2 damage in. That's good, the one with the horses is going away from me. Oh. Oh, it means you only have 1 weapon. Oh, awesome. Well, that works for me. Okay, rip vampire, but honestly, if Seward's dedicating time to go back here, that works for me. Perfect. Oh, I can mature the bodyguards, and I can hit them both. Nice. Well, it depends. Van Helsing might move away. Ah, bollocks. Do I still mature the Belgrade? Oh, I could, but I could mature Belgrade. What? How much of an advantage would I get from that? We're talking... It's only going to be 2 damage. That's not really worth it on Seward. I have all the hunters. It's not worth it. Yeah, I'll layer it. I'll put in rats or something. Alright, well you're delayed, so that's fine. Go on, just stake the vampire. You know you want to. There you go. Right. Bye, new vampire, but you did your job. You did your job. Right. Okay, so that's 1 stake down. He's only got 1 weapon, which is pretty cool for me. He's only got horses and something else. So I'm gonna layer Belgrade, because I might end up going back here. And in fact, it hasn't been revealed. So that's pretty important to remember. The fact that Valona and Belgrade haven't been revealed. I don't know if that means now, does Valona become revealed? I don't think so when you step on the layer. Ah, yeah, the body... Oh, that's right, the Saboteur got wiped. That's right. But I still got the Desecrated Soil. I could use that later. Now, the question is, do I move to Barcelona? No, I'm going to lose too many turns going to Barcelona to here. I'm just going to go straight into Spain like this. Again, it is the more obvious move, but I'm getting far away from the hunters, and I'm just going to put down a line of things. Yeah, I'll put down a rumour token in Toulouse. Yeah. Well, either that, or I put a Reckless in Saragossa. And I rumour token that, but they would just let the one before it mature, that's the problem. Huh. I want to try and stall as long as possible in Spain. I'm going to have to leave eventually, because it is a dead end. Thing is, if he's having to heal and stuff, he won't be able to use wax cylinders. Do I move to Bordeaux instead of Saragossa and then I go along the coasts? Maybe, because then he won't know, am I going up this way or down this way? Yeah, I'm going to go to Bordeaux now. Yeah. And I'll throw down an aristocratic. Yeah, that sounds fun. And I'll layer Belgrade. It's going to take so long to get to Bordeaux. And he doesn't know which way I'm going after that. Yeah, so let's throw down... Ooh, do I throw down a spy? So then they're going to be even weaker when they move into me. Now I want to get one of these aristocratics out of my hand. Let's put on the aristocratic. Promote Belgrade to a layer. Let's say yes. And I'll throw in the rats. Not yet. I'll hold the rumour token for now. So I've got to try and remember this. So Belgrade and Valona not revealed. Because I don't think, even though he walked onto the lair, I don't think it reveals the location. Alright. Okay. Economy's a little bit better. If he walks onto Belgrade, I'll just instantly hit him. But he's probably going to go to Zagreb, let's be honest. Yep. Okay, that's fine. Ooh. Let's dry it up. I can't remember. What did I put in Milan? Saboteur, right? Yeah, Saboteur. Which is nice. I'm gonna get delayed for a while. Oh, okay. But wait. How could I have been in Germany if you check Nuremberg and Strasbourg? Unless I somehow had snuck back in that way. Hmm. Things with a 3-2 rail, you can get all the way to Brussels, and then you can get down into Bordeaux pretty quickly. Without horses, that's the quickest way to go. I do like... Oh, now she's got horses. Right, okay, so... That then opens up the possibility I can try and kill her later. Maybe I might even do hide. I might do like double vampire. And I rumor token it. Yeah. And even if it uses wax cylinders, like, who cares? They got a double vampire to deal with a rumor. Yeah. You know what? I think I might do double vampire today. If I can get to something like, if I can get, depends how quickly they move. As long as I go 47, 31, 12 at the very, very least, and I hide. He hasn't been using wax cylinders lately because I think he's kind of caught on, well, if he's going to keep using wax cylinders, I can't hide. But then I might be able to sneak in a hide, where he's not expecting me to hide. Oh, okay, trading around. Ah, maybe Sue's going to give chase and Gadami's going to supply up. Thing is, the horse economy has been a little bit inconsistent. So they're not reliably moving 2 spaces every single turn. Which is nice. Even then, it would still take him 2 turns to get even just to Toulouse. And Toulouse is here. 1, 2. It's close to maturing then. Oh, all the spectators. Hello. Hello all. Yep, there's the wax cylinders. Nope. Still not hiding. Do I misdirect Sarajevo to make him think that I've somehow backtracked? That'd be quite funny. I mean, I'm gonna get it back, right? And do I want to lair Sarajevo? What do I put in Athens? Not really. I don't really want to lair it. So I might misdirect to fool him into thinking I've gone back this way. The more doubt I can put in his mind, the better. Yeah, fuck it. Oh, I think I'll do it. Yeah, I think so. I think that's a good idea. I'm not gonna. I don't want to use any misdirects right now. Because they're just taking so long to move. So, I mean, if there's anyone who's going to misdirect, I might misdirect Marseille. But it's got fog. I think me trapping him in fog is really advantageous. So let's throw down. I want to keep double reckless. So let's throw down a spy, I think. Oh, no, a hoax. Ooh, I think a hoax is nice. I mean, bear in mind, this is a vampire. What's the chance that the vampire's going to mature? Which would be worse for you to lose, a spy or a hoax? I think a hoax. I think I'd be a little bit cheeky. I think I can get the hoax to mature. Ah, I did misdirect. Ah, fuck. Ah, damn. Shit. Okay. Now, do I rumor token this? No, I think I save the rumor for later. Ah, I did misdirect. I had to misdirect on my turn. The very first thing I did. Ah, yeah, I forgot. Ah, well, it's fine. I don't think it would have caused. If they move away from Zagreb, I could misdirect Zagreb just to be an absolute cheeky bugger. I've been one away from Munich all this time, when Milan hasn't checked it. Ah, there's so much trail to deal with. I almost don't want the vampire to mature. Because it'll just wipe everything. So many. There's going to be Reckless in Toulouse. Aristocratic in Bordeaux. I want to throw down a double vampire if I can, but then there's the chance of Wax Cylinders discovering where I am, but does it matter? Maybe not. If they don't move much, I'm going to go to Madrid, and then Lisbon, and then Cadiz. There is another thing I can do, which could be quite fun, is... I won't be able to double vampire if I did that. Let's think about this. The rumor is here. That's the where's the reckless? The reckless is here. Oh, I could go to Madrid and throw down a vampire. No, there's no point. Oh, I could throw down a dud encounter or something. Or I could throw down the aristocratic. Vampire... No, because I'd give it away. Granada. I could go to Granada and then move to a port, either Cadiz or Alicante, but then I leave and I misdirect it, and then he doesn't know which port I've left from. And then they're going to be scrabbling around trying to find my landing sea location. Oh, okay. So it's been newspaper all this time. Okay, well. Milan. I've got no points yet. That is the disadvantage of all this. I've done all this bloody hard work and for nothing. So I do have to try and get something to mature eventually. But yeah, if I put this here, I could throw down rumor. I think I might be able to throw down at least one rumor in Spain. And then I can make my way to Turinian and throw down stuff here. But then I do have to be careful because Consecrated Ground could come out and then ruin everything. Alright. So you're probably going to go to Milan, I would imagine. The trades are all messed up now because I don't know if Sword only has one weapon or not. Has Van Helsing Gadami still got his rifle? Don't know. I don't know. Can't now misdirect this. Sadly, it doesn't give me any benefit. Yeah, Athens. I don't really want to go back onto Athens because it was revealed. Okay, so horse economy looks a little bit better now. But still, I've built up some distance, which is nice. And also then Saragossa is not on the trail, which is going to confuse things for a little bit. Hopefully. I don't think Sud and Gandami are going to have stakes. Alright, you're going to deal with that. That's fine. I will not ambush because no point. Really want to try and get some points before the last week. If I can try and do it so that I can get loads of points like really quickly, like I can get something to mature and I land at the same time, that would be pretty decent. We'll see. Yeah, Marseille, I will just try and trap as many as I can in there. Because if the horse economy is bad, a lot of them might end up congregating in Marseille, which means I can fog all of them. Nope. Oh, you have a chartered carriage now. Ooh. Right, Right, so the surprising return is somewhere. So let's just go fast horses and chartered carriage. It has quite a lot of movement. So you could rail to Brussels now. Unless you get down... yeah, she could rule out quite a lot of places. Hey, good, okay. They might all end up jumping over me, though. That is a problem with this. I really hope they all congregate in Marseille. If they all get trapped in fog, I am just so free to do whatever I want. In some ways, I wish I had put a rumour token on this now, but... it's okay. If it matures, and what's it going to wipe? Nope. Oh, imagine if I put a mob here. This would be devastating. If I just lose an aristocratic hoax and something else for this, it's fine. It's fine. Oh, holy bullets are gone too. So means moving all three of them here doesn't rule out anything. Like I could have gone to Venice. I could be going down the boot. So it's actually, they're going to have to waste time to go to... It'll be really unfortunate. Gaddafi's going to move first, and if he moves on to, like, Marseille, then they'll tell them where he is. But, like, imagine if Gaddafi moves to 25. So, yeah, they're getting no further information from moving all three of them here. Imagine if this was, like, you know, a mob or something. Or wolves. Like, this would be devastating. Oh, you have a stake. Okay, good to know. Nope. You can get to fuck with that. But the problem with that is then there's a chance that only one of them is going to end up in Marseille, which isn't ideal. But I need him to burn the stake on this thing, and I've got other stuff behind it. Oh, well, I mean, to Psychic Scan, yeah, I get it too. So yeah, he knows I can't be here. Right, let's go to Madrid. And then I'll do stuff at the coast, I think. Do I throw down a vampire? Maybe, because I might go to sea and then leave immediately. Ah, no, I want to stay on land as much as possible, right? Do I throw a spy into here? I kind of like that idea. Yeah, I like it quite a bit, actually. Promote Zagreb to a lair. No, because I don't know what I'm going to get out of this. Let's say no. Oh, yeah, you got my fog. Ooh. Right, do I throw down a rumour token? My instinct says no. I'm going to hold off until the next thing I put. Yeah, I'm going to throw down... I'm going to maybe go into Granada and throw in a... I'll put down a vampire with a rumour, and then I'll move to the coast. I'll probably go to the South Atlantic coast rather than the Mediterranean coast. I've got to be careful about consecrated ground, but then I've got a hunch on the fact they've only got through 20 cards of the deck. What are the chances that they've got it? Not very high. Like hardly any Drac events in here. So even if I get a Hoax Mature, they all might be dud things. Roll one. Ah, damn it. Okay, he might end up going to Toulouse. I will not ambush. I want to try and bait him into a night fight. Please just move to Marseille. Don't move to. Just move to Marseille. Move to Marseille. Move to Marseille. Nope. Stop. Ah! Okay. Right. I will not ambush. Because then that's a dead giveaway. Ah, the really cool thing with this... Oh, actually, I might be able to get it to mature. Because Van Helsing's going to have to move to Marseille normally, and then I fog him. And then he's trapped, and he won't get out in time before the thing matures. Yeah! Oh, I like that. I quite like that. Or, if Seward and Mina move to Marseille now... and then they trigger the fog, Van Helsing will never get there because the fog will be around for too long. Ooh, yeah, I like it. I like it. I like it. Oh, you're not moving, you're supplying. Damn. Please move to Marseille. Please move to Marseille. This is going to be a very long, drawn-out game, I think. You never know. I might be able to get this thing to mature, and then if I throw down another rumour immediately after it, suddenly then they're facing 7 points more, so it could be up to 11 if they don't deal with it. That's... It all depends on if they don't move much. I gotta be... You know... He might not overcommit. It might be the opposite. He might undercommit to Spain, which means I can stay in Spain longer. I don't think you've got a stake. I'm gonna... Hopefully I got this bet right. Come on. Search it. You know you want to. The problem is, though, if he discovers it's a vampire there, he might end up doing a trade and giving the stake to Seward so Seward can fast horse it. So that is something else I've got to be worried about. Hey. Ah. Oh, you tease. You absolute tease. Now, question, do I actually move to Granada like I thought I would, or do I go somewhere else? How... Oh, what are the chances they're going to have all the Heavenly Hosts to kill me instantly? I'm going to assume not likely. I think I'm just going to go to Cadiz and throw down some... No, I think I'm going to throw down, I'm going to go to Lisbon and then go to Cadiz. I think that's better. Yep. Yeah, because I've got the bodyguards as well. There's something else I've got to remember. So we just did tickets. I've got to pay attention to a trade. If there's a trade now between Seward and Van Helsing, then that probably means that Seward has been given a stake. Unless he's got unless he pulled out another stake from the supply, he could have done. He's now fully equipped. I gotta be careful in Spain not to overstay my welcome. Cause I am at risk of getting pounced on. So yeah, I think I'm gonna throw down a room. I'm gonna throw down a rumour token into Lisbon, and I can go to Cadiz and throw down something else, and then leave. Throw down like an aristocratic or something, so then if it matures... Or I could even put down double vampire, I could do Lisbon, Cadiz. Put a rumour token on the first one, if they do deal with it, there's another one behind it. Yeah, I think I might do that. And then I'll get a new vampire at some point. Nope, doing tickets, okay, that works for me. He might end up railing up to Paris, which works for me, because he's moving away from this thing. Alright, resting, that's fine, so I'm going to go to Lisbon. There is a risk with... I don't think they can all get onto me. Promote Milan to a layer. No. Oh, that's a good card. Oh, I might put into Marseille. I might layer Marseille with Bat. Yeah. I like that. Do I throw down a rumour immediately? No, I might wait one turn and see how quickly they move, and then take it from there. If they renewed Vigor, they can actually get onto me. Oh crap, okay, right. With Chartered Carriage, yeah, they might end up getting onto me, but the good thing is... How many of them can get onto me? Alright. Now, if he goes on to Madrid, the question is, do I ambush him? I don't think so. No. I think I wait. If I need to go to sea now, I'll go to sea now. The problem is I can't put down a rumour, which is a massive shame. I won't be able to throw down a rumor token. Which is a real shame. If somebody... I'm trying to think, when do I ambush Marseille? That's the question. Because Sword might... I gotta do a Marseille, right? I don't think I ambush. Right, let's see what you do. Ah, right, okay. Now, question: are you going to move to Toulouse, or are you going to... I think I wait. I think I can trap multiple of them in it. Because imagine if he has forewarned, but I think he's going to search it. I'm going to let him wait. It'd be better if he searches. Because then he can't forewarn it. And then Toulouse will definitely mature. Oh, come on. Damn it. Or they're just going to do... If they do have it at night, that's even better. And if I'm stuck in Spain with only Godalming, that's just an amazing result. I can do a lot to hurt him. Alright. Right, Van Helsing can't move more than once. In some ways I wish I'd ambushed now because... Oh, no. Ambush, no. You can wait. Now the problem is, if they get trapped in fog, they're just going to supply, which is bad for me, because it means they're going to work their way through the deck. But it means that I've got so much movement I can do. I'll just stay on land. I'll throw down a rumor token. I'll just throw down loads of stuff in here. The problem is, this vampire will clear the trail, which is not ideal, but 4 points is better than nothing. I can then wolf form around as well. Oh, no, I want to wolf form from sea, don't I? I guess the upshot, if they're trapped in fog, I can wolf form past them, but it's unlikely that's going to work. Right, where are you off to, Mina? I think she's gonna... Oh... Do you have a stake? I don't think you do. I wish now I had fogged it, because she can't get past. Ah, I'm gonna be gutted. If she has a stake, I'm gonna be gutted. Or she might just move to Toulouse. Saragossa. Huh. Ah. No, Mina. No. But good try. If he searches this, that's really good for me. Because then he's even weaker and I can just go to Cadiz. I don't think he's got another renewed vigor. And even better, if they don't search and the fog matures, that's even better because I can just trap them in Marseille forever. Or I could actually just put it on Toulouse, and they'll never be able to walk into Toulouse. That's kind of cool, actually. Hey, right. What are you gonna do, Godalming? Oh. Micho, good luck. Ah. Fast horse. Crucifix. Heavenly host. Money trail. Good luck. And what else? So he's now got a heavenly host. So the fact he has money trail, that's pretty important to know. So my sea moves are not going to be as impactful. Ah, yeah. Ah, yeah. Thank you. Escape route. Ah, okay, so it means then I won't be able to kill him as easily. Be discarded ticket size good. Come on, you need to stop Marseille. Come on. Come on. Search. Search. You know you want to. Search. He's going to search at Van Helsing, isn't he? Hey, there you go, son. Hey. So Toulouse is definitely going to mature unless somehow Mina gets onto it and kills it. Yep. Hey, I'll just give it a little winky face. There we go. So that's 2 of them out of commission, which is good for a couple of turns. So it means I can sort of muck around in Spain for a bit longer. Unfortunately, because of the way I've moved, I can't move really that well. I wish I'd gone to Granada now, because I could have gone this direction. I'll go to Cadiz anyway. Is Mina going to jump onto me? No, I doubt it. Unless she has a sense of emergency. But I've got bodyguards and stuff, so I feel pretty safe about this. So let's go here, and I'll throw down... Oh, wait! Godalming doesn't have a weapon. So that means I should throw down bodyguards instead. I know he's going to escape route it, but what I can do is, let me think about this. He can... That's two weapon. He'll take 8 damage from the 2 bodyguards. He then escapes, but then I potentially feed in place, or I hide, and then I attack him. I kind of like this. Yeah, make him burn it. And then it means that this thing's even more likely to mature. Because he's going to spend so much time healing. Yeah. I like this. I like this plan a lot. Right, let's do this. Promote Marseille to a layer. I think I will. Because I think there's some good stuff I can do later. Let's get rid of Athens, and I'll throw the bats in. And I know it sounds a little bit mad. Like, bats is one of the strongest cards in the game. But bats in port cities is really, really cool. Because if someone walks onto it to try and catch me if I'm going to sea, I can bat them away. So I like this a lot. Let's do this, and let's put a rumour token here. Right, now you got a problem. You got vampires that are going to mature, and then you got another one behind it. Right, now what? Now, I know that these two are just going to be supplying, which is not great. That'll be 4 supplies. And they could end up getting good stuff, but I've stalled the clock for quite a long time. I'm going to get 4 crucial points from the Toulouse. And they still got to deal with this. And they're going to take them time to get over here. Van Helsing has a stake, so you might send Van Helsing here to deal with this. Again, I'm dragging the hunters away from where I'm leaving, which is good. I'm dragging the hunters towards the place I'm then going to leave from. So as long as I don't get, like, fucked by consecrated ground or something, I think I'm okay. I mean, they could still deal with Toulouse. But then if they do that, there's another vampire behind it, and there's a hoax behind it. They can't stop everything from maturing. Or if they do, I'm just going to have so much more time. If they move away from Madrid, I'll just misdirect Madrid and go back to it. They kind of know where I am, but honestly, I don't care. Yeah, I'll just hurt Godalming so much, like, he can never ever deal with this. And then even if I do move back to Madrid, who cares? What's Godalming going to do? Walk into me with, like, 4 health? No chance. I can throw down anything. I can even throw down rats or something to guarantee 2 damage, and I might be able to kill him. If I know what he's got. I know what items he's got. That's the thing. Huh. Only 1 stake in the discard pile. They're holding onto their stakes. But it means then Van Helsing has one, Mina has one. I wish I had put a rumour token here now, but then maybe it would have drawn him towards it rather than going to Marseille. So I'm kind of happy I did it this way. I guaranteed myself 4 points. If I'm really desperate and I have to leave and go to sea now, then I'll just leave and go to sea now. Oh, that works. Well, honestly, I might just hide. And even if they do find me with, what's it called? If they find me with wax cylinders, like, I don't care. They know where I am anyway. So what I can do is I can misdirect Madrid and then hide to make him think it. No Mediterranean, okay. Yep, that works. That's alright. Oh. Well, that works. That's not very useful. Oh, how many rifles are here? 3 rifles, 4 pistols. So only 1 rifle to worry about. So I have to, it's basically stakes and heavenly hosts and knives. Okay. That works for me. That works for me. Alright, now the question is Mina going to deal with Toulouse, or is she going to let it mature? Because also the thing is, I could be escaping up this way. Is there a way I could have done that? No. Yeah, but I'm going to misdirect Madrid to be a little bit of a prick about it. And then I leave. What should I throw down? Oh, I'll throw down rats. I will throw down rats into it. So Gadami gets hit for more. Yeah, I like that. Oh. Alright, where are you off to? Probably to Madrid to block that, I think. Or maybe not, maybe she's going to go to Santander. Where are you off to, Mina? Madrid, probably? She's still got the chartered carriage, but at the moment that's okay. Okay, that works. Oh, might do it to trade items. No rifle anymore. Yeah, okay, okay. So he might have a rifle. So bodyguards aren't going to be as good now. Do I still risk it and hide? Yeah, honestly, I might just misdirect Madrid and hide in Cadiz. And then I leave. Oh, I have to misdirect Oh, that's actually really good for me, because I can misdirect it. Okay, that's fine. That's fine, that's fine. I can then go to C, I can move probably 3 C spaces, and then I will form. And they got so many places. And then Mina Gadami are trapped over here. So then the hypnosis isn't it now? They've got money trail, so I'm gonna get found eventually. There's an option that maybe I land from the Mediterranean. I go 2 sea spaces. I land in Cagliari to force him to use. Do I? This is Monday night. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Wolf form to here. Feed. I've got to go back to sea again. I could wolf form this way, and I go back to my layers down here, maybe. So I want to keep these layers. I don't want to change any. Got to make sure I mature this vampire. Misdirect Madrid. Misdirect Madrid. Misdirect Madrid. Misdirect Madrid. I've got to tell myself these really simple instructions, otherwise I will not do it. Come on, come on. There's gonna be a tense ending. I'm trying to think about when I'm landing. If I land, so this is Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night. I throw down a rumor and then I go back to sea again, then wolf form. Yeah, that's potentially nice. Ooh, what is this? Here's the thing, if that's a heroic leap, I'll be able to do enough damage to him with the bodyguards and the rats. Right. Misdirect Madrid. Misdirect Madrid. And now, I hide. Now, I could also play Fog if I don't want to be as risky, but I think I might need Fog later. Oh, this is a little bit... Oh, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Do I throw down Fog or do I throw down Rats? Fog would be safer, but Rats would be funny. Because imagine if it goes... Let's think about it. Imagine if it goes tits up and I... If both of them jump onto me? So if you've got another renewed vigor, I'm kind of fucked. Let's throw down... Oh, how risky do I play here? They could do a lot of damage to me if I'm not careful. I don't think I don't think I have to be that scared. Let's throw down rats. Let's be bold. Promote to a layer. No. Give me the points. Ooh. Right, I think this might be the... Wow, I could easily lose the game this turn. I've done all this freaking work for only 4 points. I've got it. Yes, it worked! It worked! Yes, it worked. And the good thing is if Mina jumps into me with fast horses, she doesn't have escape route. So I might be able to kill her. Yeah. Yeah. She could just be outright dead here. Sister Agatha. Okay, that's interesting. Alright, okay, good to know. I'd love to move again. I'd love to wolf form. But then I think then I'm being a little bit too clever. There's a chance, because it's only Santander. Eventually they're going to work out more or less where I am, and then I'm potentially fucked. I'm really happy my Madrid bait worked. That was quite cool. Come on, Mina. Come on. If Mina comes, I'll be so happy. Because I'm going to do 6 damage to her off the bat. And she might not even have a weapon. And then she's just dead. Come on, Mina. Come and play. Because maximum, they're going to have... Well, unless she had 2 weapons and they've given 1 each. I don't know why Strider keeps joining and leaving. In some ways, I'd wish I had wolf formed and hid. But I think I'm going to need the wolf form for later, because I might want a wolf form from the sea immediately. I don't think I do. I think I want to go to Cagliari and leave something with a rumor token and then leave. Ah. Oh, that's now an interesting decision. Oh wait, they got a surprising return. So actually, well, Would you rather have Rufus or rather have Aggie? He might search me here, but then if he does, like, I don't care, because I think he might have worked out kind of where I am anyway. Or maybe not. Lisbon's on the trail. Okay. So where am I? Oh, imagine if I wolf form to Granada, and then they move in and I move to Alicante, and then I go to sea. Ooh. Oh, there's so many options here. Crucifix gone. 1, 2, 3. Still 3 rifles. Oh. Hey, found me. Right, I'm going to sea now. That's fine. Don't worry. So you're that was not very useful. But I mean, yes, you found out where I was. I'm not going to wolf form, because the only place I could wolf form to are Granada or 48 or 47, and I'm moving kind of towards all of them, and I don't want that. I'm just going to go to sea. I'll move 2 sea spaces, land, make them, hopefully, fingers crossed, Wade's Bloody Trail. And then I can leave some stuff and then go to sea again and then wolf form away. I could even move like 3 sea spaces to Adriatic, then wolf form. They don't know if I'm in Black Sea or not. The problem is the direction of travel is kind of... I might just go to Trini, then wolf form to Bari, then feed in Bari. I think I've stalled the clock enough. It all hinge on this thing. If this doesn't mature, then maybe the game might swing back in Renfield's favour. If I make him waste money trail. But again, I've got to respect the possibility that there might be an excellent weather in here. And they'll just exit. But the thing is, I've saved my fog. So I could actually just fog Cagliari if I really, 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 really wanted to. I prefer to put a vampire here and get a rumor token on it, because then it might actually mature at the end of the game. Or it distracts them and, you know, they have to go over there. Okay, trading items. Oh no, that's probably events actually. At this point there's been so many trades, I don't know who has what anymore. But this is cool, this is really cool. They've got this to worry about. Rats are rats, you know, rats aren't that important. If I get other bodyguards mature, that's pretty cool. Right, let's just go to sea. No need to be tricky anymore, I've been tricky enough. I've done my job. Aggie's in play, not Rufus Smith, so it means I'm not going to take as much damage. I know Surprising Return is kicking about somewhere, unless they discarded it. He didn't have any allies for a long time, and basically both allies came out immediately. Oh, well, if you're discarding Aggie, I'm kind of okay with that. Because actually, this actually now means it makes more sense to me to do little hops at sea. Because I can go a couple of spaces, put something down, move a couple of spaces, put something down. I could also go to North Atlantic, then wolf form immediately to Le Havre, and walk around this way. Because Wednesday I move to another ocean. Thursday, wolf form. Friday, Saturday. I'm trying to work out, you know, until 4th week. It all depends on this too. If this is going to mature, I can just land it instantly to win. I'll just stay at sea until this thing matures. But I've got someone's going to have to come and deal with this. And there's not many stakes. Only one stake's been discarded, which means all it takes is Godalming to supply once, gets a stake, moves in. So this is not going to mature. This will not mature. But again, I'm kind of buying myself time. Yep. So there he goes, off to get the stake. So yeah, this thing's not maturing. Right, okay, so that means I'm going to have to make 3 moves in the final week. Okay, so I'm going to have to plan around that. That's fine, that's fine. Hey! Good, as it works for me, because then he's not going to get it later when I go to Mediterranean. I don't even know yet where I'm going. Am I going to go to Mediterranean or North Atlantic? I don't know which one I'd prefer. If Mina goes further in to Cadiz, then I think I'm going to go to North Atlantic and then go up to, like, Le Havre. Or I could go to Nantes. Oh, but Nantes really risky if they then consecrate ground. If Mina's trapped in here, they can never use, Oh, I don't know. I've got to be really careful here, because I've done this so many times as Dracula where I'm in a winning position, and then I don't finish my dinner. And I throw it. I mustn't throw it. I need to win. Even if it means I'm on 1 health, but I still get the win, I get the win. That's more important than trying to be clever. I've got to respect the possibility of an excellent weather here. They're on a rail line to get to Le Havre. Never mind, not anymore. Oh. Well, that actually makes Mediterranean better for me. Yeah, I'll go to Mediterranean. If he's walking like this. And I'll go to Cagliari. I'll throw down something, I'll hide, and then instantly leave. Now, there's a chance that Seward might come after me. So maybe I have to throw down Fog and not... Okay. But I don't know. I don't understand why Van Helsing's moving here. Surely Godalming has picked up a stake. Oh, there's a stake in the discard pile. Where's the other stake then? Van Helsing's got it. Unless Godalming supplied it, then the only other possibility is that Seward has it. That's the only thing. That's the only possibility. And that's why he's had to move Van Helsing over here. I mean, Van Helsing's going to deal with it. I might be able to get a couple of damage off from Fangs, though, which is kind of nice. Now, there is another option. If Seward does come into Cagliari, do I actually fog him or not? Because I've got bodyguards active. He's probably going to have a weapon. So is that 2 damage? Do I put down a vampire? So I can try and do damage to him, and then do 2 damage from bodyguards. And then I try to kill him. There's not a lot of holy bullets in the deck. I'm kind of worried that he might just holy bullet me to death. If Mina charter characters onto Bordeaux, I can punt her away with the bats. Yeah, I think I'm going to go to Mediterranean here. Yeah, and then land in Cagliari, and then I can feed. And then go to Trini and then wolf form. And stall. Yeah, because this is not going to mature, sadly. I wish I had put a vampire now in Cadiz. They'd had real problems dealing with it. I could put down like a new vampire into Cagliari, maybe. With a rumour. Let's go to bed. Yeah, it might be obvious, because he might play Money Trail, then he knows where I am. But then I just move one more space and Wolf Form. Or I Wolf Form immediately. And is Sword going to be able to deal with me on his own? Probably not. If I Fog Genoa and then I move away a couple of turns. Alright, that's fine. Right, it depends. It all depends if I play Money Trail or not. How many holy bullets are here? Oh, there's a knife as well. 2 stakes. A knife. 2... Oh, only 2 holy bullets. Oh, no. 3 holy bullets. Okay, so I don't have to worry about holy bullets. Most of the guns are gone as well. There's only 1 rifle. So it's just knife and heavenly host. And garlic? 1, 2... Yeah, maybe some garlic kicking about. Oh. No, you can search that yourself. You can search that yourself. I mean, what I got... Oh no! I should have ambushed. I should have ambushed with the rats, because then if he didn't have a weapon, they'd still be up for the next time. Ah! I missed out on 2 damage potentially. Oh, that means if he's searching that, he's not using Money Trail. Oh, that's kind of handy. Ah, he's got all the allies now. Yeah, I'm going to land in Cagliari here. I might be able to do a lot of damage to Seward. I could also die in the process, but I feel down a reckless. Yeah. Let's just find a desecrated sword. Right, let's ambush. Because I know he has a stake, so let's just try and get a couple of points in. Alright, he has got a stake and 2 weapons. Okay then. 2 combat. Rifle, I don't know. Let's see, can I do some damage to him, please? No. Bollocks. He might have some garlic. He might also have a knife. Let's fang him to try and get a point, and I might then fang him again. He might throw garlic, which is good play. Oh, I got a point. Nice. That works. Point's a point. That might be enough. We'll see. We shall see. Right, Mina, where are you off to now? You can get to Marseille today with chartered car. Nope. Okay, never mind. Right, the deck's reset. So all my information is lost. Right, come on. Search it. Search it. Yeah, I should have used rats. I should have ambushed with the rats. Oh, you've got a stake. Why are you moving Van Helsing there then? Okay, well, never mind. That works for me. So he's got Fast Wars' stake, and he has something else. He might even have a weapon. Oh, if he's delayed, he means he can't use Money Trail. Oh, that's awesome. That's really good. Do you have a rifle? No. Cool. And bodyguards. No weapon. You gotta have a heavily host. That works. Right, no Money Trail for you then. Now, question is, do I wolf form? Suppose if I wolf form now, it means I don't have it for later. I don't know. He could have consecrated ground, that's why I don't want to go to Ireland. I think I just land in Cagliari, and if Seward, X, and Web is onto me, that'll just instantly leave their wolf form. Hopefully I'll have enough health to do that. What damaging stuff do I have? Yeah, I'm just going to throw down a Reckless, that's all I can do, and I'll throw down a Rumour token on it. Ah, but then Gadami's got a stake! Ah, for goodness sake. Unless, do I throw down a Spy? Might throw down a Spy. Oh, cool. Oh, that's interesting. Where's my... What the... Right, Oh, I don't have to fear consecrated ground anymore. I could just land in Italy. Now that's interesting. So now that makes me a lot safer. I don't need to start wolf forming around. Now the question is, do I wolf form to Cagliari and then immediately leave? No, feed. And because then I could just land in Italy normally, and consecrated ground I don't care about. Unless somehow he uses consecrated ground in a way that would really hurt me. I'd love to get rid of Rufus, but honestly I don't care right now. I think I'm going to wolf form to Cagliari. It sounds mad, but I think it might trick him for long enough, and he'll move off Marseille. Because he's going to be stressing to check. Yeah, fuck it. I think this might work. I'm going to throw down a Reckless just in case. Now, I know I've lost a health for that, so I've got to be careful. Right. No. No. And because then if I hop to Turinian, that's 2 damage anyway. I go then to Asiatic, that's 2 damage anyway. Rufus isn't being very, helpful in this situation. And you can't use Money Trail because Gaddafi's delayed. So that's actually really good for me. Unless he has Hypnosis. But then, even if he finds out I'm in Italy, if he moves Mina and Van Helsing together, I could be in Cagliari, or Genoa, or Milan, or Zurich. Oh, he moved it on to Seward. Oh, wow. Huh. Oh, interesting. Nah, that's interesting. So let's think about this. Friday feed, Saturday, Sunday, yeah. And then I can hide in Bari. Yeah. Yeah, I like this a lot. I thought that was just Seward's turn. You just use Money Trail. Why? Huh. Oh, I really hope the game hasn't bugged out. That's gonna be... Oh, we have to replay this? Unless he's waiting on his screen, maybe? Huh. Oh, I really hope it hasn't bugged out. Oh, no, he hasn't. Wait, who... Wait. Who is moving? The Speedy Telegraphs really confused me. Who played fucking Money Trail? Oh, was that Van Helsing? Ah, maybe Van Helsing used it. He traded it off Gadaming. Ah. And Seward now can move. But then... Yeah, it was. So my screen was a bit fucked up. Okay, fine. Oh, cool. He's moved all the way over here. Nice. That works perfectly for me then. Because I can never fear consecrated ground now because I've got devilish power. That was a very nice gift of his. So I'm going to take a lot of sea damage here, but I'm taking as much anyway. Rufus isn't really being helpful here. And it means if I do get into a combat, Aggie's not around, unless he has a second surprising return. Oh, I really hope she moves on to Marseille. That'd be kind of funny. I wish I could hide here. Nah, I can't stay here long enough. The problem is, as soon as I feed and then I leave, they'll instantly know where I am. So I might have to move more than one sea space. I do have to be a bit careful. They've both got horses. They could catch me in Italy here. I've got... yeah, maybe in retrospect this wasn't a good idea. Maybe I should move one more sea space. Well, nah, I don't know. What if if I'm really desperate, if they're going to look like they're going to move into here, which is really scaring me, I could move to Ionia and land in Salonika. Consecrated ground isn't then going to be as deadly, and I can move into Valona and then go to Adriatic, and then I can just leave to win. I'm going to take, yeah, I'm going to take a lot of damage here, but again, at the same time, like, especially when I'm playing as Dracula, I just want to get the win. I just want to get the win. Hindsight 2020, if I had a vampire in Athens, there was no... Hide's not on the Hide's on the trail. Oh, okay, you're doing it to deduce, but it doesn't show you the location. That means I can hide now, which is nice. Yeah, it doesn't deduce the location, only deduces the encounter. Yep. I think if I drag them into Italy, I can just go to here. Oh, that did not work how I thought it would. Sorry, Renfield. We can talk after the game. But yeah, there's a competition, so I've been very, like, I've been a bit of a twat here, but like, you know, it is a serious competition, and I want to fucking win it. So, I will not enlighten you during the game. Sorry, being a bit of a prick about it, but... The cool thing with this is they can't get to me unless... no, Seward can't get to me, it's only Mina can get to me, but then bats will hit her away, so this is absolutely fine. So I shall feed, because I'll take advantage of it now. No point misdirecting anything. Not really, so let's feed. Promote Lisbon to a layer. Let's say no. Cool. Okay, that works. That works. And again, is this thing going to mature? Probably not. But I don't mind, because, again, it's going to distract them for quite a few turns. If I wanted to, I could go to Genoa and then walk my way back to Marseille, and then it'll be revealed, unfortunately, but then they got double encounter to deal with. I could fog Marseille. Ooh, okay. If Seward stays where he is, I will go to Naples. I'll go to Tyrrhenian, and then I'll go to Naples. If he starts moving in this way, then I'll go around to Ionian. Okay, that's fine. Still got a lot of places to check. If I'm feeding, is maybe kind of choreographing. I'm in Cagliari. Oh, he's not he's supplying. He's not moving. That's fine. Hey, very good. Okay. Ooh. I don't know how much. If I go to see, I'm on 10 health now, right? 8 health. Or maybe on 6 health. Oh, if Gadami's moving away from this, that means that's going to mature. Problem is I can't... Because when that thing matures, I won't be able to feed to get it back. Yeah, my vision's going to be a little bit limited here, but if I get the win, that's the main thing. I just got to try and keep pace with the others. No, he's never jumped onto my space, so I've given him quite the run around, which is good. Yeah, and again, in hindsight, if I'd put down a Rumour token vampire here, wouldn't be able to deal with it because he didn't have a stake. Same with this one, but it's fine. It didn't quite pan out how I thought it was going to, but I mean, you know, I've only gone to sea now. All the rest of the time I was on land. So I've sort of gone through my encounter deck quite well. Still got a new vampire missing. So in retrospect, I don't know. The aristocratic here, I could have put the reckless here. It's fine. I'll put down a spy into Naples, probably, and then I can put fog into Bari. And then it'll be hoping that he doesn't have forewarned, but at the same time, I've got the bodyguards to help me out. Mina having chartered carriage is a bit scary, but if I can batter away, she's going to be off the rail line for a really, really long time, which is cool. Right, back to sea I go. So again, this is kind of screaming to them where I am, but... Oh, now I'm on 10 health. Oh, well, that's even better. I might win on 8 then. No, I want to keep my layers exactly as they are. And Devilish Power... No, again, it's purely a anti-consecrated ground move, that one. Right, it all depends on what they do now. Is if I go to Ionian or I instantly land in Italy. I wish I could have hid, because I would have got... But I wouldn't be able to stall long enough, so it's okay. How long has this match been going on for? 2 hours? Let's see. Yeah, over 2 hours already. Yeah, it's been quite a sort of a dragged out affair. That's okay. Slow and steady wins the race. I think I've played it cool, tried not to take any ridiculous risks. Right, let's see. Are you going to get... Ooh, right. Might get now. That's the interesting question. Do I bat him or do I try to bat Mina? I think trying to bat Mina would be better. Because imagine if she rolled slow. She's got chartered carriage. If she gets like 25, she can just chartered carriage onto my location. Oh, this is a very interesting choice. Yeah. I'm going to feel bad if she rolls slowly, and I could have stopped her with bats. If I can take him out, so I've only got one, I've got one fewer to worry about, I think I go for it. I hope he overcommits and goes to like 20 here. Might also have excellent weather, which is something I've got to be... Oh! I don't know. I hope Mina rolls slowly. Actually, if she has a chartered carriage, she could get to here pretty quickly. And she can get there from Genoa. And the thing is, if she goes preemptively to Bari, then I'm trapped and I have to move into her, which is not what I want. I want to throw down encounters. Unless, maybe I just move to the Ionian. Yeah, maybe I just go to the Ionian and I land in Salonika and I instantly get 3 points. Yeah. I think I take the... I don't think I take the risk. I think I take the 2 damage to go to the Ionian. And I can go to Salonika and throw down Fog. And if Seward walks into me, then I just fog him and then I leave. Yeah. Yep. I mean, they are going to be barreling at me at quite a lot of pace with this chartered carriage. Oh, you're not even... If you're doing that, I think I might actually land in Naples now. Is that risky? Well, okay, let's think about this. If Consecrated Ground comes out and he plays it in a way, let's punt you to here, so then you can't use hypnosis or anything. I'm on 10 health, so if Consecrated Ground comes out, I will take 5 damage and then take 2 more going back to sea, and I can land in Cagliari. And then hide? Do I risk it? He needs to have the second renewed vigor and then be able to play horses, then chartered carriage to get ahead of me. Ooh, it's very risky. So I'm not getting any points for this move. If I go to Ionian, it tells me exactly where I am. But they're all stuck here. It's only Seward. I mean, it's going to take so long to get over here. If I really need to, I can take 2 more damage from the Adriatic, then land in Bari. So I fucked up games from this position before. Let me think about this. So then, if I move to Ionian, this is here. Okay, move to Ionian, it moves here. Land in Salonika, it moves here. So then I'm up to 8. Move once more, it's here. Or then mature. Oh. 8 damage. I got 8 health. I think I move once more. Yeah, I've screwed up positions like this before. I've done it where I've landed too early. I think I need to land and instantly get 3 points. And he also threatens this. Just in case he doesn't... But then, what am I going to do? It's not going to be delayed. Move Jacket to Ionian Sea. Yes, I think I do. So I'm taking 1 extra damage from Rufus Smith, but then it means Aggie's not in play. I can't remember where my layers are. Is there a layer in Sarajevo? I don't think there is. Valona, yes. And Belgrade, yes. I don't have anything... I need like a new vampire. Now they're getting through the deck. Now Consecrated Ground's a possibility. I've got Devilish Power. It seems like it's only going to be Seward on me. So I've got to save my Fog. What I need him is to move and only moves once. Or not to move at all. If he supplies, that's really good for me. Because he can't get to me. He would not be able to get to me. Good, 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 good. Right, I land. I land in Salonika. And I don't throw down Fog. I save my Fog for later. Oh, good. Okay. Tells him everything that he already knows. I don't think he'll expect... I mean, there is a thing you can do here. If you think Dragon has Devilish Power, you can put the 3 Consecrated Ground, 3 Heavenly Hosts here, and then put Consecrated Ground somewhere else. But at the same time, I've got enough health that I can still land, and I can hide. So it's not... I don't think I'm dead. Yeah, I've got enough health. I might end up only living on 1 health. Okay, that's good. So you can only get to here with a Chartered Carriage. Yeah, I think I've got enough time. Yeah. Yeah, I think I made the right call. Go to Salonika. Yeah. If he uses Sense of Emergency, he can only get to Sophia or Valona. Either of them I can hit him with. It's only Desecrated Soil, but still. If I reveal myself we're going to Valona, I don't really care. So let me think about this. I've taken 1, 2, 3, that's 8 damage because of C. 2 from Wolf Form, so that's 10 damage. But then I've healed up 3, yeah, so that's why I'm on 8, right? Yeah. Hey, good. This is the sort of things you want to see. What got discarded, by the way? Oh, Darkness Returns. Yikes. Enrage is pretty good in this situation because I can play Fangs and I can just cancel their knives really easily. Well, not cancel, but it would do some damage. Summon Storms is also good. They might think that this might mature, so they might waste time going to get it, but it's not gonna. It's gonna mature too late. Unless they have Vampire Lair, then it's relevant. I could hide in Salonika. So I'm safe to do so. Yeah, I wish I hadn't put Desecrated Soil into Valona. Wish I'd saved that a little bit longer. Oh, what is this? Renewed Vigor. Ooh. Yeah, so Seward could jump onto me. So the question is, do I put Fog, and I protect myself with Fog, and then I hide with something else? Like a Spy. Yeah, maybe. Maybe I don't risk it, because that will take me up to 11, and then I move once. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds good. He's got to have Consecrated Ground now, surely. Oh, maybe not. Right, let's just land in Salonika. And let's just play it the most safe possible, and I'll throw down... I could throw down Bats as the hide card, so then I activate the Bats, might forewarn it, and then I hit him with Fog. So let's play it safe. Let's play Fog. So I'm probably going to hide on this location. Rumor token? No. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Mina could get quite far here. Oh, 1, 2, 3. Oh, she's going to run into Belgrade. What's in Belgrade again? Oh, that's quite a lot of damage, potentially. If she fast horses and then use charter carriage, yeah, she'll go straight into Belgrade. And the cool thing is, if I hide now, even if we don't consecrate ground, I'm almost guaranteed to win, because I can either remove the consecrate ground token, or I can walk into them. So it's kind of nice. Kind of nice. Alright, supplying. That makes sense with Godalming. If he can't, he'll never get there in time. Still got the bodyguards, which are waiting. They might be waiting all game. Oh, supplying again. Oh, he's just desperate, trying to find consecrated ground. Alright. Okay, so he could jump onto me. So I might throw down a vampire. Yeah. He might be able to kill me from this position. I do... yeah. He does a lot of damage to me in combat, then my victory will be reduced. If I do end up winning. He could end up winning it though, he might turn around, because 8 health? Yeah, it's possible that you could do enough damage to me. I'm just waiting for the consecrated ground to come out. Oh wait, if he plays consecrated ground now, hiding won't give me any benefit. It'll give me 3 points. Ooh. He needs vampire lair and a stake. How many stakes? Oh, there's 2. Ooh, there's 2 stakes in the discard pile. Ooh. Oh wait. Oh, no charter carriage. Alright, cool. That works for me. That works. Oh, behind the veil. Ah, bollocks. Now he knows I got devilish power. Ah, fuck. If he's... oh, shit. He might actually then use consecrated ground in a way that I can't. Ooh. Oh, damn. That's now interesting. Oh, crap. Now he knows what card I've got. Ah, damn. Yeah, well, we knew that. Well, could I? Oh, he meant to fast horse, didn't he? Yep. Yeah, that's a problem. When you're in a city with another hunter, it says, "Do you want to use psychic bond if you do a special action?" Right. Now this is going to be interesting. Does he realize that he can kill me or not? I mean, I'm going to live, I think, so I'll take 5 damage and then I'll leave. Oh, you shouldn't have done that. Well, actually, it doesn't matter. I can remove consecrated ground. And then I hide. Ooh, that works. Oh, well, that works for me. Nope, okay, so that's not the best way to do it. We needed to put the consecrated ground token in Athens, so I was forced to see. And I can remove it with devilish power and then land again. But no, this way I can just remove it with devilish power and I can just hide. So that works perfectly for me. Now, Sud can jump onto me, and yes, he might have full wound. And the thing is, you'll see that I've got fog here, so he might plan for that. So I'm going to have a battle here with Seward. No. 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 Put the Consecrated Ground token in the wrong position. You could have forced me to sea, and then thrown down. I'd have had to land in Athens then. Oh no, I could have landed in Salonika, to be fair. Ooh, okay, right. So I've got to remove it on my turn, but that's fine. So it means Cagliari is still on the trail, which is really, 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 really good. I probably use. Well, now I think about it, fog was used correctly, because at least I've got the fog as protection. So it might have forewarned, which is very likely, so I'm going to have to use Devilish Power here to do a little bit of this. Whoa! I almost misclicked. Fuck me. Remove the Consecrated Ground token from the board. Right, cool, that works. And let's do a little bit of hiding. Doesn't put out an encounter card, but it puts me up to 11, which is cool. And I do a little bit of that. Nice. So as long as I survive this one day, I will win. Because I can just move anywhere and I win. Cagliari will also mature, but they're going to mature at the same time. If he uses Vampire Lair, I'll move and the thing will mature. So Vampire Lair doesn't save him here. The only way he can get me is if he kills me with Seward. It's the only way. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. That takes up to Vienna. Oh, I'm definitely going to have a nap after this game. I've got another game in less than an hour. I might ask Zolt if I could push it back a little bit. Yeah, I've got a game against Lisbon against Renfield now, then a game against Zolt, and then I've got a game tomorrow against the Demeter, Roscoe. Right, are you going to roll well? You are, right. It's all down to this. Do you have forewarned? Probably. I'm not going to be shocked if he has forewarned. Yep. Cool, that's fine. So we're going to have to fight then. Alright then, let's see what we can do about it then. I might end up dying now. Well, it's going to be 8 health against 7 health. I've got a decent chance. I'm probably going to take a lot of damage though. And the problem is I don't know what Seward has. He's been hiding there all game. I have to assume he has Heavenly Host. Yeah, he showed a Heavenly Host. And he showed... He's probably got a knife as well, which is a little bit scary. I just got to try and survive, basically. Aggie's not in play, which is good. I mean, unless Aggie might get brought back. Ooh, yeah, I might end up dying here. I don't know how good Renfield is in combat. It doesn't have Vampire List, that's fine, so the game's going to end now. Either way, either I'm going to kill him, or he kills me, or I move. So, it's all or nothing. There's one combat. Right, let's see how this goes. He might have lots of stuff. Hey, cool. Yeah, definitely. I mean, I've been saving it all game. I have to try and do something. Let's see, do you have a weapon? If he doesn't reveal the weapon... You have a rifle. Okay. Ah, fuck. Yeah, you're going to be so well equipped. Ooh. Fuck. Okay. Right, can I survive this? What? Oh, you have holy bullets, don't you? Well, unless he's kept the horses, that'd be pretty mad if he did. Right, okay. I'm at the mercy of my cards. He might also have... I mean, the fact he's got so far through the deck, he's probably got great strength as well. Hmm. Maybe I should have gone to Italy to make him overcommit to Italy, then I leave instantly. Ah, maybe. Oh well. This is the way it goes. Let's see how this all works out. Please give me good cards. Ooh, that's a decent selection of cards, you know. Right, I think I just play Strength. Is he going to heavily host me immediately? Maybe. Maybe. I'm going to play Strength. Heavenly Host? Yes, I broke his knife, come on! Whew, right, okay. So he has... Oh, I might fang him now, actually. Yeah, I think I might fang him. I don't think he has double knife, or he might actually have double knife. He's got two more things. What have I drawn? Ah, I might actually fang him. He might also have garlic. Let's play fangs. I think this is the right play. Oh, that's all right. I net a health off that, so that's cool. Right, I think I'm okay now. The health disparity is so great. If I can get him down to 1 health, I can just claw him, and I don't even care if he heavily hosts me. So I'll kill him through great strength. That's the thing I've got to be worried about. I can't claw him now, because he'll probably have great strength. Unless I just claw him anyway. No, he's got a rifle, so I don't want to... Oh, I'm going to play... If I get a fangs, I'll play fangs now. If I don't, I'll play... Ooh, what's he going to play? Is he going to play heavy host or rifle? Oh shit, I've got double claw. I might... Oh, wait, hang on. If he's got Holy Bullet and a Heavenly Host, he can kill me from this position. So what would be worse? That I claw and I get it wrong, or I mesmerize and I get it wrong? I think I have to get one of these claws out of my hand. So let's claw. He might play rifle here. Yep, okay, I played the right choice. That went well. So now if he next turn I can mesmerize him. Let's see if he's got great strength. I think he might do. Oh, he doesn't! Yes! Come on! Let's go! Victory! Whoa, that was a game and a half. So I was on 9 HP. GG. 9 HP. Whoa! Yes! Come on, another victory. Let's go. Whoa, that was... He didn't have great strength. After all that, I just assumed he would have had it. Ah, maybe just... I mean, there's so many cards. I mean, how many were left in the deck? 20, I think? Sometimes these cards can be buried there. So yeah, the Consecrated Ground, if I'd been placed in a slightly different way, that would have really hurt me, because if Consecrated Ground had been put in Athens, I would have had to clear the trail, go back to Seas. I would have been down to 1 health, and then I would have had to either clear the Consecrated Ground and land in Athens, or clear the Consecrated Ground and land in Salonika. And then I would have lost... Oh no, I wouldn't have. Oh no, I would have misdirected Salonika to make sure that he didn't know which port I went to. But I had no fog to protect me anymore. So then, you know, he had 4 wards. It doesn't matter, right? I would probably have found a vampire. When a vampire got taken away with Beyond the Veil. Yeah, and then if I'm down to 1 health, it just then becomes like a flip of a coin in combat. Whereas with this, we were on even footing with health, and the fact I managed to get the first couple of rounds of combat in my favor made it work. Yeah, indeed. Yeah. Yep, that's the issue, right? Yeah, yeah, that's always the toss-up. That's always the toss-up. Yeah, it's just like, do you find... I didn't expect him to play Heavenly Host. I would have expected him to play something else first. Yeah. Yeah, went in my favour though, which is good. I'm really happy I got the win there. I've been pretty gutted out of all that hard work, slogging, trying to... Oh, so what's up with the dual layer? Okay, now I can explain to him. Okay, because Valona didn't mature, the original encounter got layered, and when you layer a location, an encounter gets added. So yeah. Yeah, so it all came down to that Consecrated Ground, and even though the fact that Renfield knew I had Devilish Power didn't play the Consecrated Ground in a way that would have really, really, really hurt me. If it played it with Athens having the Consecrated Ground, I'd be down to 1 health. Anything can happen if I'm on 1 health. And also then Cagliari would have cleared, so I would have never had the insurance policy. Oh, I can feed to get a little bit more health, because Cagliari would mature. No, Cagliari would have been cleared. So that all worked out. Now when I look at it, maybe I should have just gone to Italy to force him to commit into Italy, and then I would have escaped. But oh well. In this, I don't think I don't do a very good job of finishing my dinner as Dracula. But oh, well, I got the win. That's the most important thing. It was 9 HP, which in the end, was a decent victory. That could have been way worse. But after slogging all the way through and not really putting too much of a foot wrong, I don't think I did anyway. Apart from maybe I could have been put a little bit more, rumor tokens and stuff down. But apart from that, I think it went all pretty well. So really happy. I've got another match in about 40 minutes, so I'm going to try and see if I can delay it just a tiny bit. I'm going to go and have like a little nap or a rest or coffee or something. Oh no, I don't drink coffee. I drink tea because I'm British. And anyway, I'm going to stop the video now. Well played to Renfield. Yeah, usually well played. And oof. Bit intense, but it always is when you're watching Scotsword playing, especially when I play as Dracula. I've got another Dracula game against Zolt, so you'll see if I can keep the winning streak up. And I'll see you in the next video very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.